What is going on, everybody? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody out there to stream. We are here. It is Wednesday, and we are back with more Final Fantasy TCG action. How are you doing? Hello, welcome. Oh, it's so good to be back, as I always love to kick off a Wednesday night with you guys. It's tough to not watch Game 7 of the halves, but you know, we gotta, or sorry, that's Game 1 tonight, the Sabres. Going up. No, it's Game 7. No. Carol, oh, I'm getting, dude, they're running all these things together at the same time. And today's the first game against the Buffalo Sabres for the Habs. It's the first game of round 2. Dude, it's so weird that they're firing them on top of each other. I was just at the game with the old Carolina Hurricanes Monday night here, of course, in Raleigh. They're popping off. So their next game is tomorrow. Be exciting to see, but anyway, I'm gonna try not to pay attention to that, and we're gonna do stream for hockey gamers. All right, closing that, opening this. Let's let the people know too. I think we never make a post. We're gonna make a post this week, and just because we got so many games, so many gamers, and we're so close to the competitive season getting started. Players are getting ready. Woo! Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some games, huh? Alright, I went taka. Alrighty, let's step into some games, dude. Octagon, let's pull open. Dude, Octagon's been so weird lately. Sorry, I'm still waiting for it to, load, kinda. Sorry guys, I was typing away to somebody. Octagon Games is still loading. Octagon's still loading. So Octagon's had this like broken thing going on with it lately, where it has like it takes a long time to load, and then it has like an error with the feed. So right now we're just waiting for the feed error to clear. There we go, we got it. And we're clicking sign in. And we have seen the games. Okay, perfect. So we've got, let's see our pairings, and maybe you guys will have one, but I'll probably decide on one by the time I'm done reading the list. All right, let's see. June versus Greg. Ooh, Irving versus Pat. I think we might have even started with that same matchup last week. I like that one a lot. Table 2. Sebastian versus Armando. I'm glad the two new guys got to play against each other round 1. Maybe I should have looked at that and given them both somebody who could help them out a little more if they had any issues. Connor versus JR. That's a good one. Table 6. Travis versus DJ. I mean, they're all good, man. Maybe I think I just go to table 2. Let's see Pat versus Irving, dude. They're already 10 minutes into the game, so we might be pretty deep into this one, folks. Sorry for getting round 1 started a little late. We had so many people this week, and I was a little behind. Alrighty. Game on the screen. Let's go. Let's get in there. Oh, I didn't fix the title. We'll get that going. What are we looking at here? We are looking at Earth, Wind, Crystals from Irving up top, it looks like, versus Water, Lightning from Pat. So I don't think this is a huge surprise from either of these people if you know these players and the decks they like to play. Number 333. Alright. Can you guys believe we're on number 333? And then let's get some names up. Oh, drink up? Okay, I will. I have to go actually fill my water. So I'll do it as soon as I get the names on the screen for you. You would think I would start to come to stream with my water ready, since you guys make me hydrate, but I hope that it illustrates to you how I actually do like finish drinking my water, and you guys are actually encouraging me to go make good decisions and not just not have any water here. Okay, names are up. Oh my god, there's Vegnagun happening. We talked plenty about this last week, so you guys kind of know the score. I'll be right back, 1 second. Alright now. Were you guys having fun without me? Were you guys having a bunch of fun without me? What the hell, man? I thought we agreed that you guys weren't gonna have fun without me. On my stream? It's okay, I'm back. What do we got? I got my water. Alright, so first of all, here's my hydrate for Barricus Fibicus. It's Vegnagain. Square Enix and their website quality control. Did they type Vegnagun's name incorrectly on their website? Build crystals for the Materia Cup. Name it the Never song? Why never? One of these days you'll be able to join again. Brother, we miss you. And we look forward to those days. But until then, we are here to be your entertainment. We've got a Yuffie coming down who is attempting to remove Lightning and Hooded Man from the Break Zone. So a little bit of Break Zone hate in the Yuffie is kind of cute. Normally it's kind of incidental, but against these Lightning strategies, it's really not. It's quite strong. You know, you can force that out. Look it up on YouTube? I don't know that I want to. It sounded like mildly trap-like. I don't know if that's the path I'm gonna walk down. And guys, I want you to know that I have picked out a new bullshit idea for coffee and bullshit. I have a bullshit brew in my brain that I told Irving about already. I'm excited. So we'll be slinging some fun new BS on Sunday. It's from the whitest kids you know. Oh, okay. Look it up. Yeah, maybe later. maybe we'll look it up later. What's even happening? Okay, so we got more lightnings going on. So what did we respond to the Yuffie? I'm all over the place here. Okay. He was thinking about the Yuffie, then he let it go. Hooded Man and Lightning were removed from the game. Irving passes the turn with plenty of crystals and the Vaughn ready. Pat, correct, he goes to get into combat phase, knowing that he's going to force the wipe when he goes to combat. And then Irving here is seen, I cannot, why can I no longer, like, minimize this? Hello? Hello? This can only go up? Wait, what? Hold on one second, guys, I'm gonna... I literally can't shrink the... I can't shrink the thing. I'm gonna have to reopen the room, hold on. That's really funny. Now I'm like gonna be scared to open the chat log tonight. You'll link it in general if I approve. In the Discord, you can put whatever you want in off topic, brother. But I don't know if we need it in general. We got a spot for that. We got a spot for that. Off topic is fine. Good. I'm glad that you approve. When am I gonna do a free gunslinger day for coffee and bullshit? Oh, like people just come by and play against me. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, Irving's gonna be in Japan soon, so that might be happening soon. I ain't spending my precious gil on nothing until I can pay for the mod slot. Hey, you, you will be the next in the long line of those whose bodies lie along the road to moderator. I've heard that before. I've heard that before when I used to run bets, and I was more scared people were actually getting close. Dude, when we used to, dude, after a couple all-in wins by Nick Schnell, I was starting to get real terrified. I might actually have to make this man a mod. To be fair, we stopped running the predictions, not for any real good reason. We could always bring them back. It was a fun era, our gambling era. Alright, so we're back. Let's talk about the game a little bit here. We've got Pat is playing this Water Lightning build. Now, he's got Irving up to 4 damage. Water Lightning is known for being a really good closer, right? It's got that Water Lightning card, the multi-element Lightning card, who's really, really good at just finishing games, just coming out of the discard pile, has that cool inevitability of like, she is in there and I will finish this game. Irving was actually able to tamp that down a bit because he played the Yuffie, he's able to attack the Lightnings in the discard pile. He's also just like, he might be playing Mist Dragons in the deck. You know, Earth has some different ways to interact with that are more favorable for them than other elements. So, we are seeing us attempt to kill Yuffie, or no, we're attempting to remove Yuffie from the game with Lightning. Irving is spending a crystal for one of Yuffie's other abilities that says until the end of the turn Yuffie gets 1,000 power, can't be chosen by abilities. But Irving is now out of crystals, so Pat knew he was going to have to target the Yuffie with something in order to trick that ability out, and now he can use some like real removal on it. The Lightning is oh, we have did he kill his own Lightning, or did Irving 8k the Lightning? How did the Lightning die? Hold on. Oh, he used her S ability. Sorry, so he used her S ability and then played the other one once that one was off the field. Okay, very clever. So we use Lightning's S ability, which removes her from the game and then plays her back on the table at the end of the turn. And then we were able to play another Lightning because technically we don't have a Lightning in play right now. So she's sitting there waiting to come back at the end of the turn, which she won't do if we do still control this Lightning. So we're trying to do a little bit of a this and that. Let me see. Sorry, I'm missing a couple YouTube channel comments here. Not even going to North Carolina, and I'm hyped for it. I want data, dude. Alright, hell yeah. Data will be nice. Dude, you guys are... all you guys are babies, dude. Be fucking brave. Data. Just build a good deck and win. Be strong. Be brave. I mean, I like data too, but... Can I do a coffee and bullshit side event at the Materia Cups I go to? And the prize is I do a full tech deck breakdown video on it? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I do, like I do a side event where other people play bullshit decks against each other that I'm organizing, and then I'm giving an award to the person who wins the tournament, and the award is I film a video. This is sounding like a lot of... It sounded like a really lopsided ask here. You don't need data if you are pure of heart. There you go. Who says I didn't do that already? Yeah, others. See, there you go. I know you. I know you. Of course you did. You know I was into that Winter Cup deck, dude. That Emperor deck, I was all about that. Very cool. Alright. I plan them almost like guns. I play them almost like Gunslinger. Wait, so people bring me their deck and then I play their deck against them? Or pre-plan the games ahead so there's no issues with overlapping plans. You mean like pre-schedule myself? This is sounding like a busy weekend. Naimea and Reeve. 2 Reeves in it? Oh my goodness, dude. I'll tell you, Pat is the... he absolutely packs his deck to the gills with EXs. And I would say that he's calmed down a little bit these days, but I mean, he's still flipping 3 of them in a damage zone. Feels real good. Earth Wind still, one of the element combos that doesn't really have access to one of those kind of like casual EX punishers. So like, you know, we have Lena on the back line here from Water Lightning. We've seen Sid Wolf be really popular in Mono Ice. In fact, we've even seen fucking forward fail Thanos recently in some fire builds. So there are things that interact with EXs that give you an advantage. I mean, now, Irving does have, actually, I said all that, but he plays Ursula. So Irving actually does play a card that helps him not get targeted by EXs, but all of these so far, literally all 4 of these, even an old Merylwib, oh my god, all 4 of these have just been card advantage EX burst, so it does not matter if Irving's guys couldn't be targeted by them, because they would still just be giving tons of value to Pat. I mean, look at Pat's got 8 cards in his hand, 9 cards in his hand now, and he has a very different problem to solve. I play a jank bullshit deck against their jank bullshit deck? Brother, I mean, when am I going to do that? Every time I travel? Always? Brother, I used to beat people's ass with Ultros decks on the side. Dude, we're always playing some fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, you really just have to come up to me and ask me to play. I'm not really trying to run an event at an event, you know what I'm saying? I try it, but I'm missing a Titus. Try what? Try out forward fail Thanos? Are other people trying forward fail Thanos, or was it just my weird mono fire list? Oh, maybe, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I saw it more than once, but maybe it was just your thing. I don't know, man. Any word on LQs? I have no information to share with you. Sergey enters the field with a little ice tech. A little lightning. So we got the ice lightning here. A little Sergey's tech to just help us close these games, dude. This man says, I will close the game. He has Zoraljaw, who's going to get a kill on attack. We're going to Kukulane the Yuffie to try to remove her, her can't be chosen by abilities till the end of turn. Now, the thing is, we can use it in response, but then she's going to get that ability, and then Kukulane's going to get rid of her abilities. If we want to use it to kill somebody, that makes sense. Yes, that's what we're going to do, actually. We're going to use 2 crystals to 8k the Gilgamesh, so Gilgamesh dies. Yuffie does get blanked by Kukulane. Yeah, it does. It opens up some cool angles, man, right? Having like that little tech lightning. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Audience, dude. Hey now. I'm getting called out over here. Speaking of Mist Dragon, we talked about that a little earlier, being able to remove the brake zone to stop some of these cool, like lightning coming back and stuff. And Irving is actually just, look at, he's pulling cards off the top of his deck to the table until he finds it. He goes, there it is, I was digging for it. Digging for the Mist Dragon. Pat saying Mist Dragon is his worst enemy. Oh no. Oh, more like Mist Dragon. That's good. That's good. Alright, well, that is that game for round one. Let's see, we've probably got a couple other ones all reported in. We've got 10 minutes left in the round. Table 1, 2, 6, 7 have reported. Looks like another one's typing in right now. So let's go ahead and let's get out of here and switch to another table. You heard it from the Great Marlboro. The Great Marlboro came down from the mountain and told you LQs should be revealed on Monday. It's excellent. Kind of funny, the last 3 weeks I've had one of my rounds be versus Windwater Monster Storm. Well, I think Windwater Monster Storm has been pretty popular recently, so I can see people are trying it out. Kind of funny, the last 3... Oh, sorry, I read that. Monks is pretty close to quickly pushing out of the way. Last Witch of the Fence got back up from Ishtola. Dude, Monks can be sick. There's a lot of new cool Monk cards, too, I think. And that Limit Break Yang, I don't think anybody ever really did anything with it, but I always thought that was a really neat card, just like we weren't doing anything with Monks at the time. Heard Eureka's big on the Windwater Storm list. Isn't it just because he made it? I mean, I still think that's a true statement, but... I feel like that way as well, but I haven't spent a lot of time with it. But I don't think... I mean, I think these guys are just having a good time, you know? And I think they enjoy playing it, and I think it's also good, so... Well, excuse me, guys. Table 7, Muhammad 7-5 over Kurt. Table 6, JR 7-1 over Connor. Table 1, Greg 7-1 over June. Dude, Greg, I know, is salivating at those Final Fantasy XIV Limit Break cards, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Scions in the Limit Break? Hello? Excuse me? And they're not named Y'shtola? Or Alize? Be still my beating heart. Holy shit. Are they sure? Do we need to double check that they didn't make a mistake? Alright, table 4 and table 3 are still cooking, dude. So let's go to table 3. Oh no, that's our new table 3 is our new versus new, right? We're going to table 4 then, instead they can handle it. I saw the Ice Knight and got my hopes up for Knights. Survey says I was wrong. Yeah, they sure made sure that that card had no text that could possibly be relevant for you in that Knights deck, huh? Oh, Xavier's game is over. Ooh, getting there with a little fire, earth, warrior. Oh. Alright, let's see. These games are all rolling in. Table 3 just finished. They're reporting now. Let's go to table 4. Oh, we're jazzy cats this week, dude. Watch that coffee and bullshit. You mean last Sunday's, right? And I'm running the deck y'all played that I made with a few adjustments. Which one was that, man? Could you refresh my memory? Shouldn't have adjusted it. Oh no. What did I miss? What did you miss, brother? Did you miss something? Did you see that they did, maybe you missed the cards they revealed today? Gasser Dragoon, new Estinian Limit Break. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, the Lightning Water Crystal FFBE deck. That was good. That was a cool deck, dude. I think that was pretty sick. I liked that, that focus. Did you put in a second Little Leela in your limit break? That was, I remember, that was one of Irving's #1 things, is he said, for this being the thing that he was so excited about, I'm surprised there was only one in here. Table 4, Xavier, 7-2 over Tabitha. You did put a second one in. Okay, was that the adjustment that you're feeling bad about having made? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Table 3. Let's go ahead and pop in there. These guys have 5 minutes left in the round. Yo! Yo! This is sick. I love this. They don't have the shitty background art, dude. Who remembers when it used to look like this all the time? Oh my god. Hold on. Incredible. Incredible. This looks so much better. Wow, there is a god. I want mine black and white. I know. Wait, dude, what the? This is how it used to be. Yo, what the hell? Oh, Kurt, dude, as you're talking about them, look, Kurt, we've got Dragoons right now. Dragoons are here. The Goon Squad has been deployed. Yo, I gotta figure this out, dude. I think maybe he just didn't, he like never downloaded the image that they use. Do you remember the OG mat that had the spot for summons, backups, and monsters on the field? The OG like playmat thing on Octagon, dude. Yeah, we can, look, the nice thing about that is I can go back and look through 333 different videos and find the entire fucking history of the last 7 years of Octagon. And even that's not, there was Octagon before that. Swing of a bar, yeah, this one actually looks like it wrapped up right as we got here, so that's perfect timing. Let's see what all the results are in. Table 376, Armando over Sebastian, perfect. All right, folks, that means that we are pairing the next one. Let's say hey to Moogle Woogle here in Rulud Gardens as we get ready for the next round. Hit it with a little bap, bada, booda, bada, boop, bap, ba. You know? Just like that. Okay, just double checking my dubs here. Greg, JR, yes, yes. Muhammad, Pat, yes, yes. DJ, Xavier, Armando. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, cool. Matches are up for the next round then, and I got a feeling I know where I want to go, dude. I think I'm kind of going to go... I want to watch table 1, dude. Let's see. 4, 5, 6... 7. Maybe watch table 2, maybe watch table 1. I don't know, folks. Let's see. Alright, gamers at home. Gamers at home. I've got 3 matchups for you, and we haven't seen any of these players yet. We've got Xavier versus Greg, Muhammad versus JR, or DJ, Brock versus Armando. Any fans of any of these gamers at home? Alright, pairings going up for the players. I personally want to see John versus Irving. Well, brother, you can watch John versus Irving. You can watch that once a week, man. Come on, we've got that on all the time. You can watch that every Sunday if you're not already tuning in to Coffee and Bullshit, man. Have I got news for you? Let's see, do I have a little, do we have like a window cap thing here? Alright, we got this, dude. What, the menu, dudes? There you go. Is Greg playing Scions and Muhammad playing Windwater? I don't know. That's a good question. If they are, is that the matchup you would like to see? I stream too early. You get home at 5 a.m. Alright, I'm putting the pairings up for the players now, although they didn't see... if they're watching stream, they're getting information before I technically posted it. There you go. They're starting the round at 8 here. So, I stream too early. You get home at 5 a.m., dude. Well, here's the thing. It's called a VOD, bro. That content's there for you. I know that you want to hang. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying the games, me versus Irving, you can go enjoy those. We don't. That's not what Wednesday is for. There's a special time for that. And I gotta do it early on Sunday, dude, because here's why. Two different things are happening. One, it makes me get up. It makes me get up at a relatively early time in the morning on Sunday, and it encourages me to get up and make my coffee before like 1 p.m. Okay? Second, as soon as we're done with Coffee and Bullshit, you know it's weekly reset time, brother. I'm in there in Final Fantasy 11. Oh, I'm doing weeklies. Oh, I'm getting my EXP scrolls. Oh, I'm doing Eco Warrior. Oh, we're in there. I've played Muhammad several times with Windwater now, so preferably we don't want to watch him, okay? But I feel like Scions will have some oomph this season. I do think that Greg has been proving Scions have got that oomph for the believers. As Greg said earlier, you don't need data if you are pure of heart. Okay. Alright, team. Well, we're going to go ahead and crack into the round here. Not to get way off topic, but a friend of mine got married last weekend. The wedding song they used for the wedding march was a version of the Imperial March. Oh, that's sick. I thought you were about to tell me that it was like a Final Fantasy song, but technically you did tell me it was way off topic. Alright. Does he have the Kingdom Hearts vibes going? I don't know if Greg... hopefully Greg does not take this as an insult. Some people would. I don't know. I don't think of it that way. But if there was a Kingdom Hearts deck, and I believe anybody would be playing it, dude, I bet Greg would just be in chat like Kingdom Hearts is light. Kingdom Hearts is light, dude. Because he's pure, he's got the heart. So we're going to what? Table... You said you didn't want to see that one. I showed the menu, dude. Nobody picked. Xavier is always cooking, you did say. That's fair. We could go to table 1. Xavier versus Greg. We'll see if Greg is playing Scions, and we'll see if... Alright, folks, we're going live into the game. Let's go ahead and get in there. Round 2, fight! This is going to be Xavier. Great Xavier! Xavier, up top. Hard to turn a G into an X when you start saying the wrong name. It definitely did not gracefully do that at all. And this is Greg. Okay. So we got Greg on the bottom slash left, and we've got old Xavier on the right slash top. It looks like, is this turn 1 3 backups, dude? Okay. So Xavier has dumped his hand on turn 1 to play 3 backups. It looks like he has Warrior Cloud, who is Job Warrior, and another Warrior. So this is looking an awful lot like a Warriors deck that is Earth Fire. I think we got a quick glimpse of this as we were jumping around between tables earlier. But we got there just in time to see Xavier get the W, and I don't even know that it made it onto the screen for you guys, so it'll be cool to watch this here. And then, of course, yes. Of course, yes. It does look like it is Scion flavored Scion, maybe? Maybe it is not Scion. I mean, here's the Y'shtola with the Job Sign on the 7th Dawn. And here's Final Fantasy 14 characters that are in Water and Lightning. So I'm assuming it's Scions. However, technically, Y'shtola is a really good Lena play. This is in every Water Lightning element combo, and Loporit and Nath could technically be in any Water Lightning. You know, it could still go in a couple directions here, so we'll reserve judgment. But if I had to guess, knowing the player, knowing the colors, and seeing some cards, that it was at least Scion adjacent. Here over on the other side, we were in top deck mode, and we in fact top decked the backup, so it feels pretty good. We got to our 4th backup, added a forward from break zone back to hand, so we see we also drew Tulian for turn. Now, let's actually talk about this guy for a second. So there have been a couple sprinkled in Warriors here and there throughout the sets in the non-standard colors. So I will say not like not Water Fire, like we've been seeing a lot of, not like those normal Axstar decks, or like the Ice, kind of, because Axstar is Ice, but for the most part, Fire Warriors, and Tyvis doing a lot of, like, maybe a little bit like Water Fire Furion, Fire Ice Axstar, but we haven't seen a lot of these guys who are in some of those off colors. So Tulian here from Earth Warrior. If a forward you control deals battle damage to a forward, the damage increases by 2,000 instead. Then you can pay 0 to choose a forward, and until the end of the turn it gains, this forward must block or must attack once per turn if possible. It's 2 different ones. It's both. It's must attack and must block if possible. So it's kind of cool. He can use that on either turn, and you can use it to kind of force combat to be... Like, you make your opponent swing into your big, dumb, doofy guys. Especially because Tulian's always going to trade up with that big axe. And Xavier, a little bit of a top deck god here, putting the Tulian that we knew was in his hand. Now he drew Bosch. Taps 3, plays multicolored Bosch. You can search for any fire or earth character other than the Bosch, which is basically his entire deck, and add it to his hand. Assuming we're going to build our 5th backup, or we're just going to go for a big combo guy like a Tyvis. And then we do see Volker over here, so there's even more warrior goodness. Yeah, there he is. Tyvis is finally going to get searched out, and the big man himself, if not now, will be coming in very soon, probably as soon as next turn. So now you know exactly what the score is. You're Greg, you're setting up, you're doing okay. It's Tataru, so it's 100% going to be Scions. Your opponent is playing a Fire Earth Warriors deck. It's probably a little bit, you know about Axstar, you know about Ward, Volker, you know about Tyvis, but you're probably sitting there trying to think like, oh shit, what are the... He might even have Materia Hunter open and be perusing the possible Earth Warriors he might be running into. Because, you know, you don't see cards like Tulian or whatever that we just were looking at earlier very often. So, I think in this place, you just do your normal game plan. You're Greg, you want to keep building Scions, so here comes the crowd that's going to make your Scions have that +1k Anthem. then you're gonna want to play, if you had another Scion or relevant backup playing, it would feel really good. We're actually leaving these two up, maybe Elena, maybe just, I mean, it's got to be, right? Otherwise you would tap all three for Cryle, because he didn't even end with 5 in hand. So maybe he's potentially getting ready to bring in a Lightning and remove, like, whatever the scariest thing is that's on the opponent's side of the field, or potentially just play an early Y'shtola, go into the next turn and have, you know, maybe trying to get some Tautaro activation with only like one more character being played after that, and then have it like pre-protect your wide board. Almost certainly a Lena activation before the end of the turn, though. I can't imagine not just paying the 3/4 otherwise. Najee is going to come down here. Feels really good. He's just going to search the deck for Warrior. He's got the Tyvis just kind of parked in the hand. Go up to the 5th backup, get another great card, get a card to play off of the Tyvis, or maybe get a card to play off your Axe Star. I mean, either way, just more Warriors, more options to hand. Feels really good. Xavier kind of spoiled for choice here. Actually, maybe we'll see an interesting Earth Warrior. I mean, we do have these backups, this Cloud with Job Warrior that I didn't expect right away. Jesus Christ. I was like reading this Warrior, and it's like, choose Warrior, put him in the break zone, choose the forward against 2,000 power till the end of the turn. Oh, okay. If you have received a point of damage this turn, against 10,000 until the end of the turn instead. Oh yeah, wow, okay. Sure. Plus 10k. That'll do her. Alright, so we are keeping it kind of low and slow here for Xavier. He has gotten established, which is good for any Earth X deck. 5 backups, full hand, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose type energy. So he's feeling probably really good. He's got at least his next 2 plays lined up. Meanwhile, Greg is still trying to get a little bit built here. And are we going to use the Lena at the end of the turn? Yes, here comes that Lena special at the end of the turn. It's going to be the Y'shtola. Yeah, I have a feeling. She's the best one to just get down for the sake of getting it down. The Lightning isn't going to be able to kill anything because Xavier didn't play another forward to the board. I mean, Xavier seeing that he paid weird there to keep the Lena up. Xavier knows if he went to do the Tyvis or something, that this could have happened in response, right? And then we could have canceled the Tyvis with the Y'shtola. And instead, he just did a normal attack, played yet another backup that didn't feel like it was worth canceling. I think it was really good for Xavier there. Because now he kind of had to do it at the end of the turn. He didn't want to, really, but I guess you have to because you left the 2 backups up. I mean, and that's a question too, right? In a situation like that, you already took one inefficient hit by not just tapping the 3 for the Cryle. Now you're in a situation where you wouldn't really raise, but you're feeling like you might as well. Do you feel like, yeah, just get rid of that card from your hand and get this Y'shtola in play? I mean, I think maybe there's some argument to just keeping the card in your hand and ooh, oh well, I missed it. So we've got plenty of choices here because now this is the thing, right? We didn't use this to cancel something, and now well, we can't play this. And this is the thing with the S ability. We've got a deck full of Y'shtolas. So we're probably going to cancel some. I mean, we're going to cancel something next turn that Xavier does off of 5 backups, and it'll be fine. But I'm just saying. I'm not saying I think any one way was necessarily right or wrong right now. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking kind of through. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit weirder, but maybe we actually just leave these up and say, okay, well, us leaving those up forced him to not play Tyvis, and maybe that was, the value that we got out of it, and we just are going to live with that. Estinian's going to come down, and he gets that haste right away when he comes down, so he's going to swig. We're going to add a Scion back to hand, his old Thancred, the Man-Crid. There's a little bit of removal there whenever we decide to deploy him. I imagine we're just going to park him in hand and just kind of have a nice, comfortable... Oh, Xavier's doing something here. We're misdragoning? Oh, the break zone. We're trying to misdragon the break zone to stop the Estinian from getting back Thancred. Removing the break zone, drawing a card. There is no multi-element lightning in the break zone yet. I think Greg is kind of happy to lose a break zone that doesn't have a lot going. There's one Odin, one lightning, and it's the water one. Everything else here, he's kind of really he's kind of happy to see go. Xavier pitched 2 to do the Mist Dragon to get 1 back. I don't know, maybe you just let him get Thancred, but maybe keeping Greg from getting cards back to hand, and him being low in hand and threatening him, like trying to get him to pop your Stola for that is worth it when you're in a position like Xavier where next turn you're just dropping the Tyvus and getting to pop this Stola anyway. Ward is going to come down and he can't kill anybody, unfortunately, because Estinian is 9k and Y'shtola does not take damage from abilities. It is also 8k. So there will be no ward activation there. There's no reason to give Greg the card for nothing. Going to end phase, now Xavier's turn. Xavier's got 5 cards in hand, 5 backups standing. And he has at least an Axstar in his hand, or not, sorry, I keep saying Axstar when I mean Tyvus. He has at least a Tyvus in his hand that we know about. I've got to assume there's also an Axstar rolling around in there. They usually come in pairs. We also did some tutoring. Howdy returners. Oh, RBX Sire, good evening. Welcome to stream. It's so good to see you. I have a tag here in the Discord in the judge calls section. Had a brief network crash trying to adjust. Okay, man. That's unfortunate. There's not much I can do about it. A network crash. Oh man, guys, are you fucking excited? I'm just so happy that next week tournaments start, man. I'm not super jazzed that the first one is one that I've got to host and that it's here, but I know that you guys are going to be excited for it. I know it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have lots of awesome games in Final Fantasy. It's just going to be so nice to see everybody again too. All the homies. Tyvus is coming down, and we're seeing if the Y'shtola. No, we're gonna leave Y'shtola in play. So, oh, here's another one of those warriors. Let's talk about Hava. Does he have a good ability? All right, Hava. The power of forwards opponent controls cannot be increased by your opponent's summons or abilities. Ooh, just turning off the Cryo right away there, and also when he gets her damage for Estinian, very actually quite relevant here. And Graha will always be a little tiny. Job Warrior, you control gain this character cannot be broken by opposing summons or abilities that don't deal damage. So there's actually a no-no on Odin's as well, and no on Thancred's. Very interesting. So this is I mean, Hava is a slow card, and Tyvus cannot play them for free. But assuming, we Tyvus something in this turn, and next turn we just want to tap 5 cards and play like just a big scary thing. I mean, this could be annoying for Greg Zek to deal with. Sure could be. Back to stream. What did I miss? Welcome, sir. We are in the middle of round 2 here. We are watching Greg play Scions against Xavier with a Fire Earth Warriors deck. So we're looking at a lot of these interesting little Earth Warriors who don't normally get a ton of attention. And we're kind of reading what they do and reminding ourselves of their interactions with the decks and just kind of seeing what some of the advantages here of the Earth build are. Oh, IPA Ska, what's going on? Welcome. Alright, Hava is probably coming down next turn for now. It's Tyvus using his ability. This is an action ability, so there's nothing to cancel here. I mean, we're using it, we're playing it. There's no response there from Y'shtola. I guess we are technically declaring to pay 0, and then our opponent can respond if they so wish before that happens, but not with this. Wuklama is going to be the one that comes down in the sample, dude. If you control 7 or more characters, we have 5 and 3. Wuklama gains of a forward you control, deals damage to a forward, and increases by 2,000 instead. And when Wuklama enters the field or attacks, you choose a forward the opponent controls. If you have 5 or more characters, which we do, you deal at 7,000 damage. So we're going to try to Wuklamad the Estinian. We're going to cancel that one with the Y'shtola, which does open the lane up for our Lightning Y'shtola, our removal Y'shtola to come in, which is nice because we're going to need that when our opponent says, my guys can't be killed by things that don't deal damage. That Y'shtola has the power drop, which we can use to kill that forward, and it also has the S ability, which deals damage we could use, so... Or as we start to push Xavier here, we also can start to dip into the... we can start to dip into the Y'shtola that just goes under everybody, you know, the one that can't be blocked when it comes in and deals kind of that free damage. It might be scary too. Earth's your favorite element. Nice to see a spin on the Warriors. Hey, I'll tell you what, I do think that it's interesting that there are all these other warrior synergies we haven't really explored too much. I'm not dishing out $4 for Astrius. Is that the water legend guy? Any chance you're gonna be in Raleigh, Travis? He's not a warrior, is he? The water legend, right? Rather slam soldiers, there you go. Yeah, the water legend free guy, yeah. Grahatia, who is he? What are we paying? And who are we playing? What we're paying is 3. And what we're playing is Chi. But Chi, I mean, I think Y'shtola. Anyone tried the new Gilgamesh Lightning with Warriors? I want to see that OTKO, dude. I think there was one. I think we had a Gilgamesh thing happening in the first week, but I'm not 100%. These OTKO gamers, dude. Gamers love one thing, and it's killing people in one turn. Hey, sometimes it slaps, but it takes a little bit to... You gotta refine it, you know? You gotta work at it a little bit. It's not so easy. It's not so easy. You gotta court it a little. You gotta kind of take it out on a nice date or two. Incredible. I see that no one plays that starter warrior cloud either. Oh, you know what? That starter... Dude, we didn't really see many people explore that starter. That was the, with the fire Zac and the earth cloud and all that stuff. Yeah, just have not seen... haven't really seen anybody trying that stuff. I wonder if they're in this list. We did have a couple tables report. It looks like at table 7, Irving got it 7-4. Table 5, Connor got it 7-2. And at table 6, June got it 7-0. Slam him in Warriors and swing, swing, swing. Yeah, what does that guy do? I have to refresh myself on him. Or hopefully he'll get played here shortly. No, let's go look for him. Let's go look for Materia Hunter. Materia Hunter. Bam, 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 bam. Gives all forwards you control 3,000 and Brave. At the beginning of the attack phase, during each of your turns, choose one forward you control until the end of the turn it gains. This forward cannot be broken, and this forward cannot be returned to its owner's hand by your opponent's summons or abilities. Interesting. Interesting. He chooses any one forward you control to give that to. Interesting. Interesting. At the beginning of the attack phase, and he's a 3-drop. Very cute. Hey, Absolute Zero, thank you, brother. Good to see you. Been a minute since I could catch a stream. I hope you're doing well, man. Dude, welcome to stream. Happy Wednesday. We are getting ready for the Materia Cup here in our neck of the woods coming up next weekend. Man, we've got, this is the second to last weekly before everybody's coming into town, and we are jamming away at Game Theory. So it's gonna be a good time, man. Very early for us this year. We're the first tournament. Is there a mechanical reason why we don't have any 2+ color backups? Very powerful, very strong, very, I mean, look no further than dual lands. I mean, there are backups that function that way, but yeah, they've kept them from being. The thing is, I think that the fact that cards pitch for multiple colors is really, really powerful, and I think an often like taken for granted part of multi-element cards. And I think that backups are already something that, like, basically playing more backups and being more consistent in getting your backups early should be punishing you with, like, deck building. So, like, later, if you don't have a way to use multiple copies of them or cycle through them and replay them, like having S abilities and stuff like that. So, like, having, like, multi-element ones makes them even... It is even less of a deck building cost of, like, putting extra backups in your deck. So I think they're probably pretty careful about making backups too good, because backups are already fucking crazy, you know? Yeah, I like kind of agree with that, Travis. So I was next weekend, my parents come to town, I'm hoping to roll by, say hey, and watch some games. Hey man, you know it, you can come hang out in the corner with me. One of those things where things go wrong all over the place. Oh my goodness, no, Kurt. Well, you know what, Kurt? You got to get all that juju out now so that we can have a great time at the end of the month. Yeah, it'd be crazy for Gilgamesh, yeah, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think backups are already kind of nuts. We'll turn it around for you, Kurt. Alright, Greg's about to drop a bomb on. What do we got? Now, we're using Kryl to say that Y'shtola, if she deals damage to a forward, it increases by 1,000 instead. And now we are using Pulse of Creation to deal 9,000 damage to all forwards other than Scion of the 7th Dawn. So, that does deal damage, so that does kill the warrior, unfortunately. So yeah, we put tapped 5 backups to play our big neutral play guy. Now here's the problem with big neutral play guys that just have like kind of like passive abilities that you hope do something. Well, we just cleared this guy, not Morse, oh my goodness, let's look at him in a second. We just cleared this guy off the field and he did not do a damn thing, you know? And then boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do we have a lightning to play? Can we close this one out? No, I don't see her. Oh wait, maybe in here, hold on. Oh, I don't see her. No lightning. You live to fight another day here, Xavier. Sending all the good mojo Kurt's way. That's right, absolutely, Kurt. All the good mojo, we're sending it to you. Have a fun Kieran play all good 4-cost deck. Rainbow with Gilgamesh. Oops, almost all forwards. Yeah, dude. Get in there with Kieran. Yeah, break zone removal tech, very powerful. Very powerful. A blank 2-cost Fire Ice backup seems just plain worse than the Fire class removal. Like, more utility in hand for sure, but much harder to play. Yeah, but then, like... So what you've just described is, like... Hey, we could make a really unexciting card that nobody would play. Why haven't they printed that yet? But you could do it in a really uninteresting way. Is there an appetite for that? Probably not, right? So why? I don't know if they would bother making a blank 2-cost Fire Ice backup that doesn't have any text on it. They don't really print too many blank cards. I just think, you know, it's like, yeah, I think I'm sure they've discussed multi-element backups and stuff. If you do it uninteresting, you can do it balanced. I don't think it's that it's impossible to balance. It's just an angle that I think that they don't feel like balancing against. It's like there's a lot of things you can do, right? I think it's like really, really powerful. I think it's something that probably would need to have a really nuanced touch to be added to the game. Probably something they discussed as not wanting to do when they introduced the mechanic. It's probably something they know they have in their back pocket. They can do it whenever they want, you know? But Justinian got the freeze out by Axstar here, but Graha Tia actually still that guy. 11k and swanging for it because we've got Naf down here who is a standard unit from 14. I always love that little tech here from Greg. He's got the Loporrit and the Nat, so he's got one thing in each color that can get in there. I'd like to see them expand the whole Septon crystals to reduce the cost mechanic warriors of the crystals Bart's did, and total Onion Knight as well from Dissidia. Oh, spend crystals. Spend crystals to reduce the cost. Yeah, I mean, I think crystals in this set have got some really interesting and compelling new cards. They got a lot of new interesting ways to generate a really healthy amount of crystals. They got a lot of really interesting new ways to spend crystals. They've been really interesting to me in a way that I've not thought they were super... I mean, I played a crystal deck at Nats. I thought crystals were pretty good. One-sided board wipes turns out are very strong, but I think now it's even more compelling. There's just so many good new cards that came out for crystals. Yeah, Water Lightning getting it here. I mean, Water Lightning doing it, right? She's doing her thing. All right, looks like table 5, 6, 7. This is 1 and 3. So table 2, let's go check out. Yeah, dude, they said that the new Star Fox game is compatible on the Nintendo 64 controller. I'm so hyped. Of course I've got that Nintendo 64 controller. In fact, I play Star Fox on my Switch with that Nintendo 64 controller because I love Star Fox 64. Dude, I will absolutely sit down for 20 minutes and just knock out a playthrough of Star Fox 64. It's probably more like 45 minutes or something. But yeah, man. Try to get as many medals in one run as you can. That's a classic. Why's my pocket buzzing, dude? I got an alarm? Got this 8:30 alarm or something? I sure do. Don't remember why I put that on there. Gooners, no joke, almost got OTK'd. Gooners with Alice, yeah, very strong. Although I think they're pretty good even a little low, even without Alice, as long as you're getting set up pretty quick. He sure just helps you not have to draw things in the right order because you draw on so many things. I need some barrel rolls, hell yeah. If I had $1 for every time that card won a game. Yeah, she is a closer. She is a closer. Gotta run. Maybe catch you Sunday. Oh, the 500 bits, dude? Thank you so much, brother. I don't know that I have like a good thing for bits. It's probably gonna, I feel like this happens every time somebody does bits and I feel like I have to go set bits up. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you immensely. I will see you on Sunday with coffee and bullshit, man. We'll be here. We'll be here. The Freya S is Chef's Kiss, dude. Both of the new Freya was so good, too. Planet Z, the only medal you couldn't get. The Sector Z. You gotta shoot all the missiles and you gotta get like 20 kills besides. Tricksy, but you know. The thing about that one that's tricky, right, is for the medals you always have to keep everybody alive. But they are doing their fucking best to blow up those missiles, and you can't let them get the kill shot on any of the missiles because you need the +10 from every missile to actually get the medal. So, like, they're trying to help you out, but you can't, like, kill them or get rid of them so that they don't kill the missile. And then when they kill the missile, you gotta restart the level, and you only have so many lives to restart the level before, like, you can't possibly do the thing. And then also, as soon as you restart the level, you don't have hyper lasers anymore, which is a pretty big problem for a smooth run. So, table 670 for Kurt. Table 7, Irving got that one. 7-4. All right, table 2 is all that's left. Then that's Muhammad and JR. And let's get this game on the screen. It looks like this is a Sky Pirates, like a Wind Sky Pirates thing. Little Earth Splish Splash, but it's looking very mono-windy. On the other side of the table is a Water Wind, it's the Water Wind cast deck, looks like, from Muhammad. Blame the frog. Hell yeah. Hydrate. Oh, I'm hydrating right now. Thank you. IPA Ska. Appreciate the Submarino. Thank you so much. Dropping that prime. Thank you. You can get yourself all kinds of fun emotes now, man. Flex those. We got Chris Chance. We got Cactaronis. The Sky Pirate Boys mashup deck, dude. Yeah, my one of my favorite decks ever was Opus 15. Was Sky Pirate Dancers. Little Sky Dances. There you go, Travis. Yeah, that's the one. Just me just hogging out. All right, we got Fran, Balthier, Pinello. Everybody's here, man. They're all turning sideways, or not turning sideways, because they have Brave. Plus 2,000 in Brave, then plus 2,000 from Ash, dude. They're just keyword large right now. Oh, the Flexi Data Luma. The Father, dude. We added that when they unbanned him, and then no one played him. That's why they unbanned him. Alexander, draw a card. Hey, we like that. We like free cards. If it's for free, it's for me. Who's playing? That's a great question. On the left, or the bottom here, is JR, Cargo, and on the top is Muhammad. They are in just the last few minutes of the round here, so there are like backup match, so we haven't thrown the names up here. I can do a little... You can do a little... There you go. As soon as new Titus releases, I'm playing my Blitzball to the face Waka again. Dude, with the emote. It's so good. That's great. Look, I love the Waka, the think mark. Think Titus, think. And the Blitzballs that so perfectly go together, so if you've got a whole bunch of them, they're just like a whole line of Blitzballs. My delusions that help propel the Water Lightning Scions deck. You run it all the time tweaking it. Hey brother, get in there. Get that credit. We take those. Alexander is going to go ahead and blast Ash here. That's free 99. She's going straight to the Shadow Realm. Nothing that really is protecting her here. There's no summon cancel really available to us. Oh, actually, I say that with Mist Dragon literally showing on the top of the discard pile. Technically, we do have summon cancels available. It's named Mist Dragon, and he says, give me a second to think. So I do think we might have access to a Mist Dragon in our hand right now that we could potentially use to counter this. So we are pausing and taking a second to consider it. We are tapping 3 sky, or tapping. Wait, we were tapping all these guys for. Oh, we're using. Sorry, I'm like, what are we tapping them for? It's the Ash ability. Forwards other than Ash you control gain. If he has a power, then you can dull a Category 12 character, choose a forward during this turn. The next damage dealt to it is reduced by 2,000 instead. So he's going to say, okay, in response to you trying to kill the Ash, he says, 2k reduction on everything but Pinello. Pinello's going to get minus 4k because she's also getting the Ash tap. So, okay. So these guys are all, it's minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. And then minus 4 on Pinello. So he's just trying to mitigate a Luso thing here, which I think is actually the Ash ability really strong against the board wide on the Luso there. We're gonna need a little Lulu to start setting people's power down to get a kill now at this point with the wipe. But we did turn all our dudes sideways, so it's a little I mean, do we, I don't know, man. Do we go to sneak in a little bit of damage here? Muhammad. He's got he can turn some guy sideways? No, because he just gets hit with a crackback. He needs to stop this board from just pushing him next turn. I mean, Bosch just giving everybody plus 2k Brave is going to be huge for even what we're looking at right now. It's going to be a lot to deal with. Now Muhammad could dip into... What's he got limit break left wise? He's got plenty of limit break left, it looks like. Could try to Titus away the Bosch or something like that, you know? No, 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 his name is No. No, his name is No. We're not doing it. No, no, we're not doing this one either. Hold on. Give me Final Fantasy 6. There we go, dude. Okay, we're doing this one. This is a little sleepy. Hold on. Give me this one. This is also sleepy, but... Whoa! A little more groovy, dude. Love that Terra theme. Okay. Alright, catching back up with you guys, chat. Sorry. Let's see. Didn't play Tomos though, so that's not on me. It's when Lucio played. Oh, talking about the water lighting monster deck was inspiring people to switch, dude. I mean, you know, hey, I think everything is a function of everything, you know. Everything is a drop in the bucket. Does Bites activate two, or does Kites? Sorry, does Kites activate two characters too? When he goes to the break zone, he can choose two characters to activate them. Yes, that's true. That's true. We have that just like on demand. Is a 3-cost Lena to play Leviathan, Lord of the World from the top rope? Lena's forever gone due to the backup. We do have that new Lena, dude. People do be playing. They do be playing that Legend Lena still in mono water decks. A little bit here and there. You know what? They sure just like free Leviathans. Feels good. Sky Pirates is low-key scary as fuck. It really is, dude. It can be terrifying. Kukulane on the Pinello here trying to say that she can't cancel an auto ability. It's funny because we have a couple other ways to get there. If we have the... he's got 4 cards in his hand here, JR, so if he has Fina in hand, we can cancel one anyway. I only see 1 Fina in his discard pile, so there's almost certainly one in our hand. We're gonna say sure. He's gonna let the he's going to let that one resolve. So you know what's funny here, folks? It's just like a little language in like your language, or say a little language in your language. I just said a little lesson in your language, like something about saying like sure, like yeah, do this, sure, just makes me think that he's like yeah, it kind of tells me like yeah, I've got something for it, you know. Whereas just like okay would be more neutral. Let's see. He asked a judge question. Let me look. Is the protection from Ash an ability that Pinello loses to Kukulane? No. It is a lasting effect. Yeah, so very interesting question. We always go over questions in Judge so that we can talk about them with everybody on stream. So we had if you control 3, or sorry, not that one. We had the dull 1 active category 12 character, choose it forward. During this turn, the next damage dealt to it is reduced by 2,000 instead. Those are on Pinello, and the question was, does Kukulane remove that? So no, it does not, because what Kukulane does is Kukulane removes all abilities. So remember, abilities fall into the 4 categories of field, action, special, and auto ability. If Ash said that the character gained some kind of ability or something like that, if she was granting them an ability, that's something that Kukulane could blank. But she is in fact just giving them what is called a lasting effect. So she is giving them an effect that's kind of floating out there that just says the next time damage is dealt, it's reduced by 2,000. That is not an ability. Abilities are pretty clearly like defined classified, so Kukulane does not remove something like that. So this one, so for example, Balthier. Balthier says until the end of the turn he gains plus 2,000 power and haste. I want to use this guy as an example as well, because so let's say you use Balthier's ability on somebody. Let's say Balthier and Penelo tap and they give Balthier plus 2,000 power and haste. If we blank him with Kukulane, he will lose haste, because haste is a field ability, but he will not lose plus 2,000 power because that is a lasting effect. The more you know. The witch emoji is gone. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can add it back for you. This is my witch emoji now? Okay, well, yeah, we can definitely swap out the Christmas leafkin for the witch. That's my bad. I'll do that for you right now, because she should still be in the, like, emote drawer. Let me go look. Give me 1 second. Oh, what time is it? Okay, time is in 1 minute. Oh, this looks like a pretty scary turn for Muhammad. Looking a little bit scary. Okay. I like how it's showing me on my screen like the most used chat for the last few days, and it's just like the most used emote in chat rather, and it's like my face screaming. So yeah, that's great. Let's see. Let's go. Emotes. Oh, we have 2 open slots in animated emotes, guys. Alright, we're dropping the Cactuar and the Leafkin holiday emotes. And we're reassigning the witch hat. That's going right back there. And then we are gonna put back in, let's see. Dude, we don't have regular Cactuar, we only have him spinning around. We gotta put regular Cactuar back in there for now, at least then. Okay. You should have a witch hat if you refresh now. A very important question, drums or flats? So I'm not very picky when it comes to bone and wings. I'll take them both, but flats are easier. You can do the like pinch, push, twist, you know? So just for convenience. But I'm not about to be a snob about some wings, dude. I'll take them all. Like, there's no bad buffalo wing. Witch hat, we back, dude. That's actually the best. And oh, the Chris Champs, the classic Chris Champs. Thank you for that. Thank you for the prime, and thank you for showing off all of the wonderful, cool emojis we have here on the channel. We've been cultivating just the perfect batch of emojis for years, and then we threw that batch out, and then we got this shittier batch, and that's the one that we're using. This is a tribute to the perfect batch of emojis. Alright, so this is actually, this is time. I'm just gonna say, it's T0, homies. He's saying, hold on. He's saying, why am I holding on? He says, I want to decide on my Ash triggers before the Witch resolves. So he's deciding whether or not he wants to do things with Ash. Let's see, what are we... Let me see exactly where we're at here. Muhammad enters active. Muhammad enters draw phase. Muhammad plays Witch of the Fens. Witch is about to draw. So he's seeing if he wants to do Ash stuff before Witch draws a card. Interesting. Why? Interesting. How do you break this board? As water wind, you don't. 3 Marlboros? I mean, yeah, no, I don't. I think that is a weakness. I think once they stick a board like this, I think it's very difficult for that deck to fully remove it. But the whole point of that deck is that you're trying to, your Luso turns usually can remove a board like this, right? So like how do you break this board is you need to neutralize Ash, and then you need to do a Luso turn. So I do think it's interesting we did it all before the draw for some reason. So now he's saying, okay, draw. So now we're going to use Kalu on Penelo. Penelo's just going to die. It's interesting. Couldn't we have just canceled? I mean, it's whatever. Well, no, he's killing the Penelo with the Witch, for sure. Like, Witch can shrink the power of the guys, so the Penelo is definitely going to die. But yes, Penelo could cancel Luso if she was still allowed. Now he might just have Fina in hand, right? I'm not saying that you're gonna get away with that, but like that's the thing you have to try to do, right? Try to do your cast turn, try to Lulu people appropriately, ideally. It's difficult because he could have Mist Dragon, he could have Fina. He has 10 cards left in his deck, and he only has 1 Fina in the discard pile. And he has 1 Fina removed from the game. So there's 1 left. Typically. I mean, we could assume there's 1 left. I don't think Muhammad has enough cards in hand or deck to pull off the Luso bomb right now. I mean, I totally agree with you. I'm just saying, he's saying, how do you break the board? If we're asking, how does Muhammad break this board right now? I mean, I just don't think I think it's a little too much too late here for him. Because he's got to also figure out how to, like, win. Why is he saying, what's he drawing for? Oh, for the Emperor. That's what it was for. He did. He said I get a draw, and then he did so. For the getting the card back, yeah. Alright, so now we're trying to kill the Bosch, or we're trying to shrink Bosch down here with Lulu. We can kill it with Witch of the Fens this turn. All of that. Setting the power and killing it with Witch. That's the stuff I was talking about being like, it gets around the Ash protection. We're going to Alexander for, is this cast 4? No, right? It is cast 4, okay. Thank you guys, sorry. So he gets to cast it again, and he gets to reduce somebody else again. But yeah, Muhammad's got a problem called 6 cards in his deck. He's gonna have to... He can't attack with the Lulu. He's got damage to deal before he can... he has to win. And he will be drawing a lot of cards to try to continue this turn. Targeting Fran with the Lulu. Yeah, he is shrinking Fran now to 5k, so she'll just be sitting there at 6. Another Apkalu to draw another card. Oh my god, dude. I mean, it's more Witch of the Fens things. He might be able to like individually remove all these things by playing all these monsters and cashing in a bunch of witches, but I don't think he's gonna like win on the other side of that. I don't know if he can deal enough dammy. I don't know if he's got enough damma and the slamma, dude. Also, apologies in advance. I know I told... Or in advance. It's not in advance. It's happening right now. These guys are 10 minutes beyond time and round. And we are, you know, doing 4 rounds tonight. I do think, Muhammad, it's kind of funny. Muhammad, you've got tournaments to play in. You gotta sort these cast decks, brother. You gotta pace of play, my friends. That's on both of these people, but, you know. You already got an extra 10 minutes. And now you're taking an extra 10 minutes. You're enjoying your 1 hour long match of Final Fantasy TCG, brother. You're not going to get that luxury next weekend. That's for sure. That's for sure. What cast is that, my man asked him. The Alexander... Drew 2, so that was 4. Then the 5 was the Apkalu. 6 was the Luso. So cast 6. We use an Apkalu on the Bosch. Yeah, Luso was 1 shy. Judge John's cracking the law down at the MC. Look, man, I'm just saying we you're gonna have a 30-minute round. Something to think about. I am the law. That's right, watch out. That's Judge Galley, dude. That's head Judge Galley. I wouldn't fuck with dude, you don't want to piss that guy off. He didn't take no nonsense. This is dad, dude. He's about to send you to timeout. Muhammad says, my drawed card disappeared. And he goes, isn't it the Marlboro you accidentally put in damage? He's like, oh yeah, thanks. And he pulls it back out. Yeah, Gator don't play no shit. That's right. Cue a last turn Ash to make the scoop. Well, the thing is, like, Muhammad's got to deal enough damage, or he's got to, like, swing enough times that... Hold on, I actually have to find out when I told these guys it was turn 0 at this point, because hold on. I said turn 0, homies. Then... That was literally all during that whole last turn. Okay. This is turn 1. Oh, he literally just played Zidane from Limit Break. Oh, no, he... oh, he played Ace from Limit Break and just wipes the board, and they say good game. Yeah. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Alright. Well, we are going to go ahead and move on, then. That is the end of round 2. So we are pairing the next round. Let's go say hello to Moogle Woogle in town. Moogle Woogle. Okay, table 2. Shooba-dooba-doo. Dream bamboo. 7-2. 7-2. JR over Muhammad. 7-2. Save. Got a drop from Irving. Understood. Oh, it deleted my table numbers. I gotta type them back in. There we go. Pairings. Players. Next week I'm playing mannequins, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's some coffee and bullshit. Alright, folks. The next round is paired. The players are dropping into their tables. Mannequins, X-Death, Neo X-Death, Magic Pot, and Run It, dude. Oh my god. He's going ham. The Never song has been posted into Off Topic. Okay, we'll get there later, Mr. Sanor. We'll get there later. Old Barracus. Alright, the matches are up. So let's see, what we are looking at was DJ versus JR at table 1. So we don't know what DJ is up to. The JR was playing the Win Sky Pirate thing that we were looking at. Dude, sorry DJ. DJ was literally like, Sky Pirates is terrifying, he has to play it. Table 2 is Pat versus Greg. So those are our 4 undefeated matches still. We've got Palu versus Greg, so that's literally going to be Water Lightning versus Water Lightning. So, considering we're going to see a Water Lightning deck no matter what in the finals, what do you folks say we go to see what's going on at Table 1 with DJ? How's that sound? Let's do that. Goodness, I'm going to have to come up with a stream overlay for the Materia Cup next week. Oh, we'll do something fun. What's the playmat art? We saw this, I'm sure, right? What's the playmat art for the... Who's the character? I was expecting to look back over at chat and have like 3 of you answer that for me. Okay, hold on, I'll look it up. I like how it gave me last year. I need 2026 details. There we go. Oh, they didn't show? Wait, they didn't show it? Do we not know? Wait, it's not on the announcement, dude. Category 11 with Shantoto? Wait, what do you mean Category 11 with Shantoto? TCG Masters, man. I haven't seen... I can't see. I can't see! Alright, hold on. I'm gonna check the forbidden... the forbidden knowledge, dude. It was 311 characters with Shantoto in the center? Stop, you can't do that to me. Stop, stop, stop. Stop fucking with me, dude. No way is that real. Is that real? Is there a picture of this somewhere? Entry prize, Seymour. Fran, Celteus, Titus. Sleeves, one-touch things, booster displays, bulk cactar, Materia Cup playmat, semifinals, finals, champion. It was a game screenshot? So what? What do you guys... Dude, that would make me happier than most things, dude. What the fuck? Like, I'm literally playing Final Fantasy 11 on the stream. It's in the corner, bro. I would love a screenshot. I got no problem with those. Alright, let's go to table 1 real quick. Sorry, they've been going. I've been down the rabbit hole. I need to find this now. I need to find this playmat. Dang. I gotta go to Twitter or something? Somebody find this for me. Please, please. The people need to know. I can't believe it wasn't on the post. It's not in the email or anything. I got nothing. I don't have any secret information or anything for you. Alright, live in-game. Alright, looks like DJ's up to Mono Earth stuff this week. I think that's a deck that's going to be quite popular. You should expect to see Mono Earth builds at a tournament near you. Sitting across the table from, again, at this point, everything in Top Cut is something that you're likely to see. We will absolutely be seeing many different types of Water Lightning variants. We will absolutely be seeing Mono Earth. We will absolutely be seeing Mono Wind and Wind Water Cast deck variants. This is a Sky Pirates, so this is a little bit of a twist on that Mono Wind, but JR is a player who will be showing up to this tournament, so you very well may see exactly this player playing this deck, but this deck is a real thing. That was around at the end of last year too, so you may just see some scary pirates. And we've got two initial last name gamers playing against each other right now, so there's something to be said there. There's like a joke somewhere in there I haven't quite sorted yet, but it's there. Alright, I need to see hashtag TCG. I see this Masters art with Tifa on it. Hmm. Yeah, dude, I got nothing on this playmat. I could only find. I gotta stop. I gotta stop doing this right now. Well, I'll have to let you guys know what it is when it arrives. When we get them in next week. It's crazy that we don't know what the art is. You're looking? Alright, cool. I can't even find it on Twitter. But to be fair, I'm not very good at searching the Twitter space for things. I'm not very active there. Alright, what do we got here? You've fairly certain we've not gotten confirmation of any kind of playmat. I mean, I can tell you... Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. That was Microsoft Teams. That's me, not you. And a horrible habit that wasn't closed. We have not gotten confirmation of any kind of playmat. I can tell you there is a playmat. I guarantee you there is a Materia Cup playmat. I just don't know what the art is. Because I know we're being shipped Materia Cup playmats for the top 4. Alrighty. Turning my attention back to the game at hand. Okay, we've got Mono Earth versus some Sky Pirate stuff. It's just pretending to be. It's masquerading as a Mono Wind deck. Prish is, of course, been a standout card this set. I love this card. It's been really cool to see her seeing a lot of play. Kusith is going to EX here, and Warrior of Light is going to be what we retrieve. Not a huge surprise there. Man, look at all these leather workers working overtime. We got the hard... This is the working class deck, dude. You've got miners, you got leather workers, you've got children. Wait, hold on. I mean, Prish is... She works hard. Send me a Discord message. Alright, I'm digging in. Accept DM. Sorry, it's the LQ Met. What? No way, dude. What? What? It was an LQ map for Oceania? Yeah, but this is real, dog. This is for real, for real. Yo, hold on. I'll get this up for you guys, stream. I'll get this for you. Hold on. Of course I'm still happy about it. What? This is sick. I mean, we're definitely going to get this art on something. This is looking like it's going to be 3 cards, you know? With connecting art. Maybe maybe not, because their art is a little overlappy. I mean, these are 3 different things pulled from their individual things overlaid, but they are new illustrations of... Very interesting. I look at the little magical radar doll is on the border of the right side card, and Mandragoras are on the border of the left side card, and then there's the crossed elemental staves, which is actually, dude, okay, hold on, I have to get this up on the stream. Oh, I love this little detail. Okay, oh my god. Alright, hold on. There's technically a game happening, but we don't care right now. Not that. Not that. Is that it? No, not that. No. Is it this? No. What am I doing? Didn't I just add this source? Alright, hold on one second. Alright, I'm just gonna put this in paint. There we go. I have a paint scene. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, allegedly, this is an Oceania mat. Hold on. I need to get just the right zoom pitch. I like how this is just gonna take up like the entire game here. I'm gonna do it quick. Alright. It's this thing. So this is sick. Dude, I love this. I'm gonna make it even bigger. Look at that. Oh my goodness, dude. I hope this is our playmat. There was so much digging in Discord to get this. Dude, I'm glad. Dude, this is really cool. They might have just made this with card assets, but the thing that is throwing me is that I think these are the 3 cards, because look at the border. Look at the border above each of the characters. I think the cards are slightly truncated and smashed together, for this art, but I do think that they are like, because they have, so Windurst has a bunch of different like disciplines that are like different like houses of science research basically that they have, like the department of blah 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 basically. And I'm trying to see if I can find the ministries is what they're called. I'm trying to see if I can find the logos so I know exactly which one of these is each behind them, but no, of course not. I gotta pop into the game, but yeah. So there's they have these different ministries, like the I'm going to like say all of these so super improperly, but there's the rhinostery, there's the oristry, like they're all like ministry with words. So these are the symbols of like, it's like magical research, monster research, like plant research, that kind of stuff. So Shantoto here, so the guy all the way on the left, he's got mandragoras, right? Because it's like you can see the symbol is even almost like a little bit like the mandragora head, because it's like researching like the life, right? Creature life and stuff. And then you see the mandragoras on the border of the card. Then Shantoto, she's got the cross. This is an iconic elemental staff. Like she has one on her back for fire. This iconic elemental staff look from Final Fantasy XI. I love this tiny little detail on this art where one of them is a light staff down here, just like a single light staff down here. And then this guy has this is like a magical energy finding doll that they develop. So the fact that these all have different like unique borders, it does look like it's actually like art. So if we get that at some point, dude, it's gonna be sick. Anyway, back to your scheduled Final Fantasy TCG match. Yeah, I mean that's straight up from a solicit image, so that's pretty sick. Maybe I just lean into my obsession with Final Fantasy XI and we can make an FF11 themed stream layout for the Materia Cup. Who knows? Gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. We got all these hockey playoff games happening, dude, and I've got a concert to go to this weekend. I'm so busy. Okay, so Sky Pirates has got a big wide board. Mono Earth is getting wider. It's I think this is the same Prish and Ingus that we saw come down earlier. Then Leo Wall looks like it was a follow-up turn. Interesting that we still haven't found our our last backup for Mono Earth. We might be saving a spot for a little Shantoto or something. Shantoto is going to be mandatory. I love this little threatening, like, we keep trying to threaten the Penelo with the Warrior of Light, and then we have to tap one of these guys to use Ash's ability to protect the Penelo from the Warrior of Light ping, because DJ knows he has to clear the Penelo or else he can't play any board wipes. The Penelo is going to stop anything like a Shadow Lord, an EOX Death, a Shantoto backup. Just do it, yeah. Just do it. Maybe I will. Bringing out the Cloud, the Clud. We're gonna try to threaten the Penelo with an auto break here. And it's gonna have to be. Oh, actually, Fina from hand can't do it. So this is a threat and probably forced on the Penelo. He's not drawing arrows, but I just gotta assume he's targeting the Penelo in chat. I mean, his only legal target is Fran and Penelo. And Penelo's the problem. The thing is, once you do that, right? Let's say you kill the Penelo now, well, you've got 5 forwards, man. So you can't, like... You can't do a full reset now, because you're gonna lose your board too, so... It becomes like Shadow Lord territory named Sky Pirate, I guess. Even then only gets these 3 guys. Still good value, but... It is Fran that we targeted with the Cloud. So yeah, because we're not trying to do anything large or just break the board, and we're just removing things one at a time, it is actually Fran we choose. We dull Fran to use the Ash ability on the way out the door, and now we move into the attack phase. I don't know who exactly we protected, but there's some interesting stuff here that unless we protected the same person all 3 times, Warrior of Light can still safely attack, because he can attack and then he can ping that same character before the block and kill them with the first strike. Otherwise, Warrior of Light can pretty much ensure that any of these other guys, like the Ingus or the Penelo, trade with the person if they only have 2 protections on them. But if we did stack all 3 of them on the same character, I don't know exactly where the Fran protection just went. I don't know if we did that one on the Penelo for the turn to prevent the Warrior of Light threatening her, or if we did it to one of the forwards. So we're gonna see now, he attacks with Warrior of Light, and the damage is actually taken. We don't check the Warrior of Light with a block, so now we go to end here, and we're just gonna pass it. We're not even gonna try to threaten the ping. We're gonna leave an active 10k first striker as a blocker here against the Sky Pirate Onslaught. I mean, because Sky Pirates, even, like, they've got a lot of dudes on the table right now, and like a Mott from Limit Break, and then Bosch given a plus going into combat, plus in Brave. I mean, you've got 6 dudes coming across the line clear that are going to have an easy time getting through. I mean, only the Warrior of Light's going to be able to threaten like 1 trade. I guess maybe Pinella doesn't come through, but yeah, and they'll all be brave. They'll feel pretty bad. Alrighty. So here we go. Time to get through. We're going to go for the plus 2k and Brave on Bosch so we can start threatening these attacks. First guy across the line is going to be an 11k Balthier. Defending with Prish and using Prish's S ability Psycho Anima. So I kind of have a huge problem with that S ability name. I have no fucking idea why Prish uses Psycho Anima, which is not a Prish ability. It's just like an item that comes from the expansion that Prish is from, that you wouldn't use on yourself. You use it on like the enemy, and what it actually makes the enemy do is they are like terrified. So it's not like a protective thing. I don't know, man. This is that. In case you were curious, the S ability on this Prish is a major flavor loss. But anyway, Prish cannot be broken until the end of the turn, so that's cool. Like, it literally like just picking a random word and putting it in front of this S ability. A judge call. Alright, cool. Thank you, June. Can you block with 2 forwards? No. Heck yeah, that was a T-ball. That was an easy one. Thank you. No, you cannot block with 2 forwards. You declare a block with 1 forward and it fully blocks the attack, and then you assign damage, you know, appropriately. No party blocking. Was confirming for my opponent. Oh, no worries. I appreciate you. I mean, I assumed so, right? But I appreciate the easy ones sometimes. Although I don't know that I've gotten a hard one in many moons. So there's some like wacky stuff, but not necessarily hard, you know. There aren't like cards that are like, oh, how like this is. You know what? The lightning. I got to give a shout out to Judge Jared, dude. The lightning legend had like, there were a lot of things about her that were like unique to that card, or like normally like don't happen the way that card makes them happen, where it like has them enter and attacking and forming a party. So he made a really great series of breakdown videos that I like directly attribute to the lack of questions I had to answer about that card. I mean, we still had to answer questions about that card, but I feel like it was something where people knew it was complicated, so that people who were playing with it or who were going to play against it kind of educated themselves a little bit on it, and he did a good job posting that around when it was happening. Somebody else is typing in the Judge Call channel. Are they about to argue with me about blocking? Mott is going to give all of the board plus 1,000 power and Brave. Yeah, definitely good. I mean, we thought we were going to see a Mott from the other side of the table as well. Hey, fun update for those of you who are following along. Nobody cares, but hold on. Need to confirm for my opponent that my Stola can negate Kane's warp so it stays removed. Yep, so I'll go get the warp is an auto ability, or contains an auto ability, but yes it can. Hold on one second. Short answer, yes, it can. Long answer. All right, so we had a question about warp. We had a question about warp and judge calls as well. Sorry, I was answering a second judge call. This was needing to confirm that Y'shtola can negate Kane's warp, so he stays removed from the game. So yes, that is possible. So the way that warp works is after you pay the cost written after the warp keyword, the character gets removed from the game with the same number of warp counters on it, right, as the number written alongside it. The beginning of main phase 1, there's a trigger that is an auto ability that like removes the warp counter, and then there is a auto ability that triggers the guy entering the field. So I'm going to read the exact excerpt from the article that says, however, there is a caveat to warp. Removing the warp counters and having the character take the field immediately after all of them are removed means all are stacked in auto ability status. It means that your opponent can counter as necessary. If Amaterasu is used to disable the auto ability cast on the stack within the field immediately after removing the last counter, it cannot come onto the field. Therefore, as there are no counters to remove, the character will remain excluded from the game. So, because the warped card is there with the counters on it, it's a whole it's a very interesting ability. But the thing that is important to note is that warp is technically a keyword, and that has contained within it multiple abilities. And if you want the real drill down on that, the advanced rules are waiting for you. All right, we are back to the game. Larsa coming down as the last guy. All right, I dropped the excerpts from the advanced rules in with the answer to the question as well, so people can peruse that. All right, we're back to the game here. So we got a big wide board again. This is that same Prish. It sure helps that she has the ability to make herself unbreakable, like Kimmy Schmidt. We've got a whole gaggle of folks that have been sticking around, and now things are going to get real bad because here comes Ace now. That is the thing about the Sky Pirate deck, is the Sky Pirate deck sticks all its big sticky guys and then hits you with a board wipe that's one-sided thanks to Ace. So Ace is coming down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10k to the board. Ace is the place for the deadly wind forwards. He's going to blast the board for 10k. Not much we can do about that. We can protect Prish so she doesn't get broken this turn if we have one, which again stuffs a full turn worth of attacks, which is starting to get really useful when our opponent's down to 8 cards left in deck. And then of course Warrior of Light can attempt to threaten somebody, which will get the Ash to at least tap, or we'll get somebody to tap. We won't be able to tap the Ace because he's not a 12 character. So then we would be able to take one of these attackers off the table, which would make it have 4 attackers, and we're only at 2 damage, so that would mean we don't die. The Kimmy Schmidt comment caught you off guard, did you? The old unbreakable, they're alive, damn it, is a miracle. Warrior of Light is going to attempt to blast Pinello. Pinello is going to tap into herself for Ash's action ability to protect herself from Warrior of Light's ping. So Penelo is still able to cancel an auto ability if she needs to. The protection is still there. But we do get rid of an attacker, so if we do lose the whole board, we don't lose the whole game, which is nice. Warrior of Light doing his duty before he says goodbye. I believe the whole board is gone. There it is. The only thing we could have maybe done, like we said, is save the Prish, but I see a Prish and discard, a Prish and damage, and a Prish that was on the field, so I don't know how many extras DJ's playing, or if he's playing it lean and mean, but yeah, that is that. So there go all the Earth forwards. The attack phase is coming. 4 attacks coming across the bow from Bosch, Ash, that's Vaughn and Balthier. We cannot haste Ace, so I mean there's no threat of the game being completely over. No Tyros anymore these days. 2 Emmett Selks, Monleonis, Epitaph, and no help from the damage zone for DJ. Staring down the barrel of a Penelo that he has to remove before he can trigger a board wipe. 5 cards in hand is enough to get 1 wipe off, but I don't know about a Penelo threat and a second wipe, especially considering Penelo is protected by the Ash. You're going to need to hit it with the Titan that breaks the Dull forward, then drop Shantoto. I mean, you've got... you have exactly enough cards to do it if that's what you had. You tap, pitch, Titan, tap, 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 pitch, Shantoto. He has 5 cards in hand. He could have done it if he had the cards, but you just don't have the cards. I don't think you have the cards. I think this is going to be a sad GG as the Sky Pirates overwhelm DJ next turn here. I mean, DJ is... His opponent only has 8 cards in deck, and you're just looking at your Earth deck thinking, like, how are we not able to just fucking hold on here? Crazy that we never got to establish that last backup. Maybe we were saving that spot for Shantoto the whole time. You know, I don't know. But it is looking like... looking like we're gonna play a couple forwards, or maybe we're playing Ingas just to see like what's even left in our deck to play, and I don't know that there's a whole lot of answers in there. We're going to get an Emmett Selk. I mean, yeah, Emmett into Prish if we know, because all 3 Prishes are somewhere. So who do you Emmett into Montleonis? Montleonis somebody back in the field. I mean, you know, you gotta try some stuff, but again, I think there's very little we can really do here. Yeah, he's just saying GG. Yep. All right, so that one is going to be Sky Pirates moving on. Watch out. Now let's see if we can switch to table 2 and see what we can see. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, table 2. Greg got it, dude. So it is going to be Scions versus Sky Pirates. A little tribal in the finals tonight. 2 tribe names that sound the same, and actually 2 decks that aren't really... They're not flexing too many new cards, but they are flexing still very powerful strategies. It'll be interesting to see where we shake out here in this final round. So 1, 3, 2, 5 are all done. Let me get those. Table 1, JR 7-5 over DJ. Table 2, Greg 7-3 over Pat. Table 3, Xavier 7-4 over June. Table 4, still in progress. Oh, nope, they're typing right now. Table 5, Sebastian 7-0 over Connor. And table 6, we actually had Travis 7-1 over Kerr. So actually, I think we're about to have full results here. If table 4 is typing right now, we're cruising right into our final match of the evening. Cruising right into, I say, as if this was a quick round, right? We had just came out of a 40-minute match there. Table 4 is Muhammad got it 7-4 against Armando. Okay, we are moving into the final round tonight, round 4. Looks like I did not have any additional drops, so it's cool to see that people, you know, we did run the extra round tonight. It's going a little late, but I saw so many people sign up, and I said, it seems like you guys just want to get those games in. It seems like you guys just want to get that practice in. So I'll run that 4th round, and I figured if we saw a ton of drops in round 3 or something, we might consider cutting it short, but nope, we only had 1 person who had to go. So pairings are going up right now for the final round. gonna get cooking. Alright, the pairings are up. The pairings are up, and I gotta check out the halves. Oh no, dude. The Buffalo Sabres kicked butt. Oh shit. Canelo is a crazy card, ain't that the truth, brother? Alright, table one is ready. Let's get in there. Dude, I need to fill my coffee up. Alright, live in game. Live in game, change the name. Games on the screen, let's get the names on the screen. We've got fighting out of the red corner. On the left, we've got old JR. And on the right, we have Mr. Gray. No stranger to the top table here, actually. Crushing it recently with Scions to prove a point. Back once again in the saddle with his favorite Final Fantasy 14 gamers. All the ducks in a row. What did I get here? I got a little Zuper. Game crash, it might be a few minutes overtime. No worries. Thanks for the heads up. No, you might be tuned into stream and can hear me like say the answer to you as I'm typing the answer to you, but you know, yeah, no worries. Thank you for giving me the heads up. If you guys both are fine with like restarting your game or doing whatever, let me know. If he can't reconnect to the game, let me know. Yeah, just keep me posted. If you're just restarting and you need to like you just need like 5 minutes or whatever, no big deal. Alright, so Loperit comes down first, Joe comes down first. Looks like it's gonna be a gentleman's game. Your boy's going to fill up his cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Did anything crazy happen? I was gone for like a minute. No, we've developed a bunch of backups. Okay, so up top here, Loperate is a little bit of a slopper at start, but it's fine. We curved right into Louis, dropped the Lena. We're on 3 backups, looking like we're cruising to 5 next turn, no problem. And we did go get the Alizé. So another thing we know is that Greg's pretty happy to just turn it on after he gets to like 3 backups. This could very well be like a Graha, Alizé situation. I mean, you've got the 3 backups, right? So you can do a tap 2 pitch, or you can do a 3 Graha, pay 2 Alizé, right? So either way works out for Alizé or Graha. With the kick, you can go get your Stola, kill the Fran, have just developed 3 forwards, turn some sideways to start your damage, and be in like a 2 turns away from just pressuring them out, like kind of forcing an early wipe. You just have to know that's exactly what he's gonna do. I mean, they got Shantotos in the deck, so they might be the old early wipe. Alright. We are going in. Philo, Kites. So rips off the top. Kites is going to add the Philo to hand and tuck the Kites back at the bottom. I do know that we've got the old Fina, who's going to be at the bottom of the deck. You like to see that. Oh no, Kites puts him in the break zone, huh? Wait, no. Oh, that was from Bosch. That was Bosch's ability. Look at the top ones, add a 12 and put her in the break zone. It's so funny that they work in a very similar way. So yeah, we toss the Fina in the break zone. You kind of love to see that. If you're Greg, you want to get rid of those without having to play into those. So we do develop a Bosch to just try to get that value. We do play a Vieira, and we still have the Philo in hand. Maybe considering whether or not we want to just pitch a thing and drop the Philo here. I don't think that's necessary. Or did we play the Vieira off at attack with Fran? Is that what happened? There's the first main. No, that was into attack phase. In the second main, Dulls pitch it. No, okay. So, see what happens here. Alright, me thinks someone in Hobby Japan likes Pinello. You know what, Kurt? I think you're probably right. I bet somebody over there is a real fond of Final Fantasy 12. They keep getting some really cool archetype support and a lot of good Vons, a lot of good Pinellos. Lapras with the sub. Lapras, brother. There is a name I miss. I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, King. How have things been, man? Mr. Fruss? Don't mind me just stirring up my drink. Locals is on Wednesdays now. That's right, you did tell me that. You did tell me that. It doesn't make me any less sad. So you gotta stop by on a Sunday morning for coffee and bullshit. Locals on Sunday morning too? Hey man, you know what? You're out there getting it, okay? That's fine. Sounds good to me. It's popping off over where Laughers is at. You go to Locals, get all your Locals feast. Alright, there we go. We got to the 5. So we knew he was cruising to 5. Goes into the turn off of the 3 backups. Plays Oriange, gets the Tataru, and just goes into Limit Break to Cloud Snap the Fran. Figures it's too silly to let that thing keep turning sideways every turn playing free cards. It's already gross enough that the Bosch is going to help get cards for it to play. And we do fish the Fina out of hand, but you know what? That's great. Cloud comes down, we get the last card out of his hand, and it is a Fina, so we know there's 2 Finas down. And he's in top deck mode. Now top deck mode is top deck mode is a lot better when Bosch gives you more cards off the top of your deck, and then Fran can play one of those cards for free. You know, turns out you can extend the 2 cards off the top of your deck, and what you can do that turn much further than most people can. But still an awkward position to be in, to lose your last card, to go to top deck mode, to lose the auto cancel. So we'll see if that was the right thing to cancel, see if it was worth it. All right. Oh boy. All right. We are looking down a huge amount of potential on Greg's side. So we know that we're going to go to combat. We're going to trigger our Bosch. We're going to add something to hand. We're going to attack with the Fran. Do we have anything that can just pump Fran down right now? No. Or she plays a 4 less. It'd be really nice if she could play a ball here. That way we could give her a little juice and potentially get over this Cloud without having to threaten this trade. Okay. What are you gonna do with it, man? Moving Gabranth to hand, Canelo and Lulu to the break zone. Are we playing it before we go to combat? No way. Are we playing a Balthier first? Is that what's happening? And then we're gonna play the Gabranth for free off of Fram? What are we developing? Oh, we're playing the Emperor. Are we just gonna not attack? because we don't want to trade here. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah, we're just not going to attack, and we don't want to lose Fran, so we're going to pass. Interesting. Yeah, Sync set in a deck that's got all of this in a deck that has all of this ability to like play stuff for free, and we saved the Fran, like, right? We pitched the Fina to save the Fran. I guess, you know, of course you're hoping that you're gonna top deck something a little better, but we knew that she was an AK into the Cloud AK. We pitched to save her. She didn't do anything, and now she's gonna get threatened again. It's interesting. I mean, maybe we could have, instead of the Emperor, no, we don't have any Earth down. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could have played that Mott we have in there, but no, we don't have any Earth. Because then we could have attacked with the Fran. Obviously, they would have done it if we had it. Balthier is the thing we really wanted to have to just give her a little juice. Or Ash, obviously. Ash is actually the thing we really want to have. We're gonna attack. Zoral Jaw has that plus 2k haste. He is 9. He's gonna snap Fran off on attack. So we saved her with the Fina, and it didn't even Mina anything. Attacking with Zoral Jaw. Do you want to block this Bosch? I don't think you trade the Zoral out right now. You are going to defend with Bosch. We are threatening to trade Zoral. I mean, that's fine. Zoral gets a double kill here, killing the Bosch as well. That's like your opponent's engine. Also a little awkward for him to play since it's Earth. I'm surprised we traded that there. So just taking 2 on the noggin. And we're gonna leave Emperor out. Obviously, we're hoping that he gets us some more cards. But yeah, no need to play anything from the break zone. We could even just do like a little cheeky LB here. Maybe we got something from hand. Yeah, that's perfect. Tomberry Cactuar LB. We can look at the top 2 cards, add one to our hand, so that's not going to be... oh no, we're actually just going to kill the Emperor. And active forward 3 or less and break it. Yeah, we're just going to kill the Emperor with Tomberry Cactuar. And so your turn, please. So now no Bosch, no engine. I think we could have... Man, the Bosch wasn't going to die this turn if we just let the second damage come through. And now we don't have the that additional draw power. Now Greg is low on cards. He's only got 1 in hand. He's a little bit close to top deck mode too, but have we even seen like any of his Scion stuff? There's 1 Alizé here. What's the Graha situation? 2 Alizés in damage, but nobody for her to bring. Oh no, there is a Graha. Yeah, Greg's taking an interesting course here as well. We did have another Bosch. We had the Gabrant that we searched to hand, so we had something to, you know, something we could definitely play him with, so that's nice. We do get a new Fran. I mean, hey. It's not bad. We did need another one. Yeah, and I think here you Larsa for Ash. And, I mean, maybe you even have to Larsa for Earth, but I don't know. I think you Larsa for Ash, you're just setting up for, like, a way strong, like, you want to lock in, you want to dig your feet in and just stabilize next turn, so you can drop like Fran, something that you free play off of her, or find with the Bosch, Ash, get the board wide with a lot of Ash activations, get like a nice big sticky force, and then just try to, like, you know, like I said, dig your feet in there. You could take a couple more wraps on the noggin, it's fine. You've got 3 cards in hand right now. And you're searching the deck for a 4th. You're going to add the Ash or maybe an Earth card to your hand, depending on, I don't know exactly what the grip's looking like. One of these cards is Fran. Now, on Greg's turn, he's going to try to do as much as he's going to try to get as explosive as he can. But the thing is, how explosive he can get is pretty limited to what he draws off the top of his deck. Even though Tataru is here, There's only one other Scion in play in Urianger. We didn't get there on the backup Scions. So we're going to have kind of like the chain of Scion forwards come out for us to be able to draw extra cards. And for that to happen, we would need to have the cards to do all that to begin with. So Greg only had one card in his hand. As he goes into his draw step here, he will have 3, and that's very close to just having nothing. I mean, that's top deck mode for sure. He can have Alize or Graha to start the combo, but it would have been really nice if he could just start the turn by drawing an extra card. With how many permanents he has in play, being so far away from Tataru's activation is a little annoying. Greg, definitely one of the people who's really excited about these new Final Fantasy 14 cards that they just spoiled today, guys. Especially the limit break cards. Oh boy. All right, here we go. So we started we started the assault. The attack run is happening here from Greg. We've got the lightning has come down. She gets to dull the blocker out of the way and draw that card for us. Thancred comes down. He's actually the one who brought her along for the ride out of the discard, so we get that little 2-for-1 there. Love to see that. Love how much value we're getting back off of it to kind of extend our whiteboard. Basically, Greg wants to put JR in a position where JR has to wipe the field right now, or Greg can threaten lethal. We're going to Gabranth, and we're going to go and grab a Bosch, because I think we need the Earth CP. It is going to help us play the Fran for sure. We already gotten Ash to our hand. So we have all the pieces for a recipe for a really wide, freaky, scary board here. If we just dump our hand, right? So then it's can we kill enough of Greg's stuff that like Y'shtola special doesn't just wipe us back? I mean, Ash makes Y'shtola special really annoying, right? And if we can get a Pinello on the table, we might be cooking. But he's got one card in his hand. If we could somehow Shantoto this or wipe this board, I guess you could use Vieira and then use a Shantoto. That's really, really good value. Greg goes back to top deck mode. You probably, with a lucky rip, with either Alize or Graha can rebuild pretty quickly, but getting a Lightning into exile instead of the discard pile, resetting the game at this point would be really, really good for Jared. Nick, brother, what's going on, King? Oh, no, you handsome son of a gun. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Oh, man, such a pleasure to see and hear from you. Are you coming down to Raleigh? I'm so upset there's not a Chicago Materia Cup this year, brother. I know I don't need to tell you, but this is one of my favorite events. I love coming out there. And I'm so bummed that that there's not going to be a larger event out there, man. I mean, at LQ, I might even come by just to go to the city of Chicago. Alright, so we are going to do the, we're pitching that Bosch that we just searched off the Cabran to play the Fran, so totally freeing up the Earth problem that we had. Thank you for bailing us out of that one, EX. We did finally get the pairing we were looking for earlier. Fran into Balthier, hopefully reviving one of those Pinellos. There she is. And all of a sudden, it's getting a little freaky deaky. Ash comes down for 2 here. Ash comes in for 2 here. You got me a drink if I come out there to Chicago, brother? Oh my god, that sounds like a great time. I would love that. What did you miss throughout the night? Well, we had a lot of different matches tonight. We've seen the Water Lightning continues to be very popular in a couple different variants. Greg has been tearing it up with Scions, and that's no different as he is here in the finals, of course, playing his Water Lightning Scions against this, well, you know, mostly mono wind, but it's kind of just cosplaying as mono wind. Sky Pirates deck got a little bit of Earth splashing in it, but it's still taking advantage of things like Ace, who we might actually be taking advantage of as I speak him into existence right now, and also able to take advantage of the Fina to cancel autos on top of the Vanilla layer. It's very helpful. We've also seen tonight some, we saw a Fire Earth Warriors deck that's kind of cool earlier. Mono Earth remains very popular. You're going to see that. That was undefeated going into the last round as well, and actually lost to the Sky Pirates list here. We had another Water Lightning gamer. We had some people doing the Wind Water Cast deck stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of things kicking around. Some crystal stuff. I didn't have any, like, I fell out of my seat losing my mind moments tonight, so you didn't miss anything too insane. There's a lot of good play. As we, of course, as it always happens, right, as we get closer to the real events, as we get closer, like, people are just getting practice and relevant practice where they can, and every single one of these decks at the top tables here tonight, I mean, the last 2 rounds, the 4 people who were undefeated going into this final 2 rounds, all of these decks played by all of these players could easily be sitting across from you, not only at the tournament, but in top cut at the tournament if you were at the Materia Cup next weekend. So I think you gotta, you know, this is some good relevant practice. There's also some good relevant stuff. I know a lot of you guys from home are tuning in tonight just trying to see anything, get a little bit of information. We've got these masters lists coming out from Japan, and we don't see anybody over here playing too many of those decks. I mean, we haven't seen a whole lot of Gullwings or Oops All Lightning or anything like that in the weeklies, but we know those decks are going to be around. We see a lot of Water Lightning over here. We see Mono Earth making a return, a lot of Crystals variants, Mono Fire popular. You see a lot of really interesting differences. I'm curious to see what this first tournament's going to look like. I know that's what you're all curious about it too, hanging out, trying to get a little bit of insight from the weekly here. So I mean, hey, shout out to the people brave enough to sign up, jam a couple games, play their hearts out in front of the camera for all of us so that we can peek at what they're up to and get some idea of what we're going to do next week. These guys are the real ones out here. There'd be no stream if the people weren't signing up to play, so always appreciate the gamers. Can't find the Seagulls cards. Uh-oh. Really? I guess they're kind of old, so they're probably... they're just like... It's not that they don't exist, they're just not, like, listed, right? Like, a bunch of people have them in boxes, and I've got tons of... Dude, are they worth some? I've got tons of those guys. Opus 6? Oh, boy. I probably threw out tons of those cards. Because, like, I had way too many extras of all those cards. They're so expensive on TCG Player. Alright, time to take advantage of some folks. Just kidding. I mean, I'll see what I have. Maybe some of my locals might be in search of some of these gull wings. I guess some of them are from like set 1 starter decks too, dude. Some like the shit like the Pain. Like they reprinted Brother, but I don't know, did they ever reprint Pain? I don't think so. They made me zoom out on it. Oh, we got Big V coming in. Big Vajradhara Wu swinging them arms around, dude. What's Big V is juiced. What's he have to say? Yeah, again, we're just getting a scarier and wider board. That was the last time we played. Okay, I thought maybe he was going for an ace or something. Big V came down, and he fought the Thancred. Yeah, you can't let Thancred just be running loose either, because he just kills people when you turn sideways. You need the tightest starter and the Jects. The water hero Ject? Got piles of that guy too. The tightest starter I have so many of those starters that I have like more than 3 of the full art guys. So, and I think there's only 1 of them per starter. I guess I have to actually like go through some of these cards and start selling. Dude, I haven't looked at the prices of any of this stuff, man. I'm so bad at selling cards. So bad at selling cards. What I'm really good at is holding on to old cards for a really long time. I'm really good at that. So I guess I gotta go get some of my old cards out. All right, turning these guys sideways. Dropping Alizé into play. Finally, a little Scion action, huh? Finally, the twinsies. Although I don't know if Alphino will be joining us. We're going to go ahead and Alizé out. I'd have to imagine Graha. There he is. Graha Tia is going to go search for a Scion of X. We're going to either go get Y'shtola or we're going to go get Estinian. We have only 2 cards in our hand, so it is the entire hand, no matter which of them we are searching for. Undoubtedly, we are going to go and look for one of them, though. And Y'shtola is able to kill Ash outright. But so, you know, our opponent is either going to reveal that the last card in their hand is the 3rd Fina, or we will be removing the Pinello instead. Actually, yeah, we're not going to let him... We're not paying into it because we would pay 4, and then the Pinello would just cancel the thing from coming in, so... Drawing 2 for turn and staring down a board that's not as scary as ours. So this is a prime time for a push. We only have 2 limit break cards left, which is a little scary, but Ma is an LB1 card, if I do recall. So I wouldn't hate seeing him come down here. No, we're actually just gonna let Bosch trigger the +2 Brave, I think. Yep, there it is. Going for +2k Brave on Bosch instead of getting extra cards because we just want to push, and the pushing here is absolutely correct. Attacking with Fran first and playing something if we have it from hand feels good. If we don't, we want to attack with the lower guys first and see if maybe Balthier or somebody trades in, and then we have a chance to play yet another off of the Fran attack would be cool. Bosch is the first one to attack, and Zoral Jaw to damage. Zoral Jaw is not really looking to be over there damage. He wants to be coming down on the field and threatening these straight breaks. He's a great card to threaten some of these cards with once you clear that Pinello. Lightning going to damage again. Another card you don't love to see in damage. You want that bad boy in the discard pile so you can replay it from there for closing out the game. Although you don't really want to draw it to hand right now, and you have one in play, so maybe damage is an actually excellent place for that. Now, Odin EX finally triggering a little bit of luck here. That is going to be able to just choose one of these forwards and to delete it. There's no protection for them in play right now, so Odin will have to just pick. Now, this is a tough choice for Greg, man. Deleting the Pinello means you have like a free reign next turn, but the chances that he just replays a Pinello or anything like that are pretty high. You want to get something that is harder for him to replay. He has 5 backups up to 4 cards in his hand. Search his discard pile, see who's missing. I think there might be 2 Bosch in there, or I think it might be harder for him to get the 3rd Bosch, so I wouldn't hate to see that one be the target there. I mean, yeah, you want to make an informed decision. So Fran is not a bad one either, because again, she has that difficulty to play. I do see a Fran already in the discard pile. I only see, yeah, I do see 2 Bosch though, so I might have just killed the Bosch. I mean, I know that you're trying to kill the Fran so she can't attack right now, because did she maybe attack? Or did she not attack? I don't know. So he attacked with Bosch, Big V, Ash, Balthier. So no, we killed her partially because she hadn't attacked yet. But I think one of the reasons she hadn't attacked yet is because we didn't really have anything good to play with her. We were hoping something happened to one of these other guys, and then maybe she could attack. I don't know. But removing the Bosch, I think I like too. I think I like that too. Had to leave early to hang with the wifey. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Happy wife, happy life. Had time to make a new bullshit deck for us Sunday, dude. I love that, man. I've got some new BS as well for us on Sunday, dude. The stream was saying earlier they just want to watch me versus you. I told them that's a Sunday thing. That is what we call a Sunday activity. Boom, clap, ba-boom, ba-boom, clap, boom. Oh, they zoomed me into Timbuktu again. Alright, now we're just going for more. I mean, Zidane comes down, reveals the top, or flips the top 2 cards of our opponent's deck into the discard pile, which sometimes even helps the deck. It literally, we did flip 2 lightnings, is that true? No, wait, oh no, he did, okay, hold on. Moves Zidane LB, limit breaks Zidane LB. And it was 2 lightnings. Oh my god, he literally put 2 lightnings in the discard pile for this man. He's got 19 cards left in his deck, and JR's only got 10. So I mean, anything. The Zidane is just he just needed more stuff to play. Leaving up as many Final Fantasy 12 characters as possible for Ash ability triggers is interesting. We just need to start playing water forwards, right? And just like dulling. It only triggers once a turn. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, so these guys can't dull for it. So you have 4 Ash, and then, well, I mean, +5, sorry. A little tricksy. A little tricksy. Little tricksy. Kukulane on Pinello, trying to force it here. So 1 CP is a really great cost to force something like this for. We're saying you can use her for an Ash, or sorry, you can dull something to draw a card if you want. I'm going to Kukulane her right now. You're probably not going to do anything with her. She's still a category 12 character. So, sorry, I say force it, but we're really not forcing anything here because she can't cancel summons. So this is just kind of happening. We are Kukulaning Pinello, and that's that. Kukulaning Ash would force her to do things, but Kukulaning Pinello says, okay, my next auto is just happening. Now, what's interesting about that is Ash, the Ash ability to reduce damage, isn't stopped by this Kukulane, and is the thing that I feel like is stopping the big board wide here. So I do wonder what Greg's follow-up is for this, because we're Kukulaning the Pinello. We must have an auto ability that's really important this turn. Now, what we're dulling the Pinello for, I'm unsure. We are going to draw a card with Pinello with dulling 3 active Sky Pirates. A dangerous game. Down to 4 cards in deck. Dangerous. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so Y'shtola is coming down. We are going to delete the Ash. So this is forcing the Ash now. Ash is going to have to assign this in such a way to try to prevent the Y'shtola S from killing everybody. So she's gonna have to like pre-assign. We are paying for something here. Oh no, we're dulling more 12 characters into Ash. Okay, so we don't know which forwards are being chosen, but what's happening right now is he's dulling Final Fantasy 12 characters one at a time to choose people and do reductions on them, so that if and when rather Y'shtola uses her S ability Pulse of Creation, it will not immediately delete the like Balthier, the Zidanes, and stuff like that. So Y'shtola trying to kill the Ash. This is the third Ash, and JR is getting really low on deck. He's got 9 cards left in the deck. There's also potential that even if we can't like push through here, that Greg can just like kill enough of these things and make enough blocker types that that JR is a little scared to try to close the game. But the nice thing is his ability to give his guys Brave and Power every turn helps him like get attacks in, the attacks that he needs to get in to get the 7 damage, man. He can get there because his guys can attack and block. He's not having to worry about every single attack is an opportunity for them to get me on the crackback. No, he can just keep the pressure up, and then the 2k power just helps them all clear. Like there's just no way his guys aren't clearing the Scion forwards. So it's really like Bosch is so good for these types of situations. You just keep getting over the top of them without really like opening yourself up to a counterattack, besides an EX. But that being said, oh no, that's it. Oh no, sorry, my auto scrolls off. I was like, that's it, he kills her and that's the turn. Yeah, so we're still thinking this through, man. This is tough. I don't know if he has the Y'shtola S. We did see the backups all got tapped to use the Ash protection so that we could protect the forwards without tapping the forwards, which is a big deal. We have a Balthier and a Bosch with some amount of reduction on them. And now we're doing all kinds of some quick maths, I'm sure. Do we have a chump blocker for the lightning? Yeah, the Zidane is a great one for that. So another thing too is when the lightning attacks, you actually don't want to kill the lightning because he desperately wants to play another lightning. It's going to trigger Alize and lightning to dull 2 blockers. So you really have to make sure if you do chump block, or sorry, if you do block the lightning, that you chump it with Zidane so that it doesn't die. Cover your Ash. Some solid life advice. That's right, dude. CYA. Absolutely cover that ace. That ace. Y'shtola S is here. So yeah, we had to know that this was in hand. There's the Pulse of Life. So this is 9,000 to everybody. We are going to... oh man, how am I driving? You're gonna hate when I answer that question for you. Of course there's a reason we didn't cancel the ETU Pinello. He obviously Kukalaned the Pinello earlier in the turn. Come on, brother. But the Y'shtola is going to try to use the Pulse. So we'll see what that protection exactly was looking like on the forwards here. Ash did get 3 activations off, and I think so. We used Pinello and 2 forwards to draw. We used 3 backups to get Ash activations off, and then Ash herself. So I don't know if it was a -4 on or a -2 on everyone on the board, but how is the Zidane alive? 9,000 to all forwards other than Job Scion on the 7th Dawn. And we only did 4 protects, I think. He would have had to get 3 to live. I'm a little bit like, her? Pulse of Creation. Oh, maybe he had not. He took it back and hadn't quite done it yet. Now we're doing it. Okay. Because this guy isn't he just dead? Yeah. Okay. That looks a lot more correct. This looks a lot more correct. Yeah. Lightning and lightning. Yeah, we saw. Dude, the funny thing is those lightnings are in there because he played the Zidane and he milled the fucking Zidane. Literally just milled 2 lightnings off the top of the deck to perfectly put them in there for this. So now here comes lightning, and Alize is going to trigger. So we're gonna dull 2 of these guys, and we're gonna draw a card to hand. And we have an attacker in Graha, and we have an attacker in Lightning. Did we Graha in the Stola this turn? No, right? Or is he can't attack? Maybe we did. No, we didn't. Here he comes. Damage 7, dude. And that's it for Greg once again with Scions here. Turning these cards sideways. I mean, Dual element lightning remains one of the absolute best closers of all time. This card is tearing it up out there. Definitely have some kind of plan for this little lady if you're going to be running around in a tournament next weekend. But man, congratulations to Greg proving once again. Didn't somebody say to him, it was not last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, they were like, too bad Scions isn't good right now? And Greg was like, Scions isn't good right now. He won the weekly with Scions. I guess took a week off. And now we're back, baby. So congratulations, Greg. Very cool to see. Scion's still very real. Water Lightning in many different variants is pretty real right now. Results. Oh, sorry. Last week, DJ got it with Mono Earth. Greg got it the week before that with Scions. Yeah. So very cool to see Scions take it again. Congratulations to Greg. We will be back on Sunday with more coffee and bullshit. Me and Irving are going to be jamming a couple interesting new decks. We both came up with our own bullshit for Sunday, but also we always take user-submitted decks. So if you have some kind of weirdo, wacko deck idea and you want us to give it a shot, go ahead and submit it to Coffee and Bullshit in the Returners Hideout Discord. There is a channel just for it. We sure that you give us like a sentence or two about what the deck is trying to do, and make sure there's a little bit of bullshit in there, if you know what I'm saying. That's going to be Sunday morning. We'll be back with that. Otherwise, next Wednesday, last weekly before the Materia Cup, and then we'll be seeing all you guys shuffle into town in just over a week here. Isn't that crazy? I'm so looking forward to it. So I will see you there. And until then, folks, we are signing off for tonight. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye.